Hi guys, thank you so much for watching The Royal We. My name is Kevin, and I woke up this morning to snow. Which was surprising and kind of cool, I guess. Here it is getting really cold really fast, but the good news is that the coffee is tasting that much better. All right, guys, in this video, I want to talk to you about the progression of narcissistic abuse. Because abuse is highly progressive, guys. This means that the longer you stay involved in the abusive situation, the worse it's going to get. It doesn't matter if it's your family, your siblings, your in-laws, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. You're either going to progress one way or the other. If you stay in the situation, you're going to progress further into the abuse. If you detach and go no contact and get out of the situation, you're going to progress further into becoming a healed, healthy individual. By the end of this video, guys, I hope to help you make the best decision for yourself and for your own well-being. All right, guys, so let's talk about how and why abuse is so progressive. There's a few main things that you have to consider when we're talking about dealing with abusive narcissists and why the abuse progresses and never gets any better. It only gets worse. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is engagement. Right? Abusive narcissists like the engagement. They either are being served and loved by you, or they're picking a fight with you. And the difference between you and an abusive narcissist is that they enjoy the fights. They enjoy the arguments. They enjoy this. They look for any reason to pick a fight with you. They may not like the type of phone that you like, right? If you like iPhones, they're gonna fight you over that. If you like this type of car, they'll fight you over that. Again, you're either serving them and loving them, or they're going to pick a fight with you. And they enjoy doing that. Proverbs 23 says, "There is honor in avoiding strife, but every fool is quick to fight." Guys, don't be fools. Let the abusive narcissists be the fools, right? Because that's what they are. Abusive narcissists are fools because they need the fights, they need arguments as a form of supply. So this is one way and one reason in which it's going to progress, because they need that engagement. They need the fights in order to get supply. It helps them to feel good. This is why you can never win when you're arguing with them, or when you're fighting with them, or if you're trying to heal. Listen, you're watching these videos right now, you're healing, you're understanding, you're learning about abuse. This is for you. This is for your healing. This is not to give you ammunition to go to the abusive narcissist and say, "I know all about you now. I've been watching The Royal We, and I know that you're abusive." And you can't do that and expect to begin to work something out with the abusive narcissist. It doesn't matter if it's your mom or your dad or your kids or your spouse, right? They're going to look at that and they're going to take it as a challenge to fight. They're going to enjoy it and they're going to engage. Again, don't be the fools. Let the narcissists be the fools, right? Do the honorable thing. The honorable thing is to avoid strife. Listen, guys, just rename the abusive narcissist strife. It might help you out, and now you know what to avoid. You're not avoiding an argument, you're avoiding strife, which is the abusive narcissist. Now, guys, this is important. I want you to follow me on this. Proverbs 13:10 says this, "Where there is strife, there is pride." And guys, when you're dealing with abusive narcissists, that's exactly what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a tight, wound ball of pride. That's what an abusive narcissist is. So it actually makes sense to call them strife, because they are strife. They're a tight, wound ball of pride, also known as strife. And this leads us into the second thing, guys, pride. Pride is a bottomless pit. It's never satisfied. Pride creates this drive for more power and more control. It's never enough, which is why you can never give enough in the relationship. You can never be enough in the relationship. You can never do enough in the relationship. There's never enough because you're dealing with pride. Guys, when we're talking about this narcissistic amount of pride, this strife, even the abuse that they dish out is never enough for them. They constantly need more power, more control, which is why the abuse progresses and gets worse. What started out as small digs and little jabs here and there and jokes turns into name calling, and then it goes from name calling to cussing at you and to bad put downs, and then possibly even physical acts, pushing you down. And then what goes from pushing you down may go to hitting you, and then what goes from hitting you may turn into a gun pointed at you. You never know when you're dealing with this type of pride that progresses, this need, this constant need and hunger for power and control. There's no end. It's a bottomless pit. This is the second main thing to consider when we're talking about abuse and how it progresses. And then the final thing to consider in all of this, guys, is that you're actually rewarding the abusive behavior. By you continuing to try to have a relationship with them and trying to talk to them, you're actually rewarding them. Guys, it's bordering enabling, right? In all honesty, you're stepping in the way of the consequences that they should be experiencing in their own life. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, they've been cussing at you and calling you names. You should be long gone. You should be out of the relationship. Saying, no, 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 no. You don't cuss. You don't call names. You don't push me. You don't shove me. You don't do that stuff. There's consequences. And the consequences of your actions is I'm not going to be around you. I'm not going to be in your life anymore. These are the consequences that abusive narcissists should be experiencing in their own life. But a lot of times that's not what happens. Instead, their behavior is rewarded. How do you reward their behavior? Well, they abuse you, they call you names, they ghost you, then they call you a month later or 3 months later or 5 months later and say, hey, what are you doing? You want to hang out? And what do you say? Okay, right? Because you're pining over them, because you think you can fix them. You think you could talk to them. You think they're going to have a better understanding this time. Listen, they're not going to understand. They're never going to be fixed by you. They don't want to be fixed by you. They just want the engagement. So by you staying involved with them, you're rewarding their bad behavior. You're telling them that it's okay that you called me names. It's okay that you cussed me out. It's okay that you pushed me. It's okay that you used me. It's okay. I'm here. I'll hang out with you. No. Listen, guys, decide right now, this moment and this day, who you will serve. You're either going to continue to serve the abusive narcissist in your life, or you're going to start to serve yourself and your healing so that you can move on and become all that you were called to be. Listen, if you need help deciding, I want you to ask yourself this: is this man or this woman that you're dealing with? Is this the person you want to spend the rest of your life with? I mean, really think about it. Think about everything they are and everything they offer you and every way they treat you. Is this how you see your life being spent? Is this the person you want to build any kind of a future with? Is this the person you want around your children? Is this the person you want to raise your children? Are these the people you want to call family? Are these the people you want to learn from, grow from? Is this how you want to spend the rest of your life? Because how you feel right now in the situation is how you will feel spending the rest of your life with this abusive individual, where the abuse will only progress. Listen, guys, in Deuteronomy 30:19, God said this to his people: I put heaven as a witness against you right now. I put before you life and death, blessings and curses. Choose life so that you and your family can live and be blessed. Guys, this is before you right now at this moment. You can choose life or you can choose death. You know what I'm talking about. Thank you so much for watching The Royal We, guys. All right, guys, I hope you liked this video, and I want to thank you once again for joining me here on The Royal We. Now, I want to encourage you guys, if you want to jumpstart your recovery process and really take it to another level, I encourage you to check the link below for the Royal We course. The link is in the description box. check that out. I know it's going to be a good thing for you. Also, guys, Instagram is available, so click the link in the description box for Instagram and join me there as well. Now, guys, I want to draw your attention to the sides of the screen right over here. You're going to have a video right there that's going to be my last upload prior to this one. So if you missed my last upload, you can catch it right there. Now, right below that video right there is going to be a special recommended video just for you. Either way, you can't go wrong. Thank you once again. I'll see you next time.